just made an amazing move from 83K back up to 92K. Do we have more upside, or is this going to be a failed rally? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 5:45 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 91,785. Starting off here with the weekly candle. This closes in about 5 days and 2 hours. We're seeing that the stochastics RSI are starting to point up. Ideally, we would want to see this just go straight up. It's been dragging a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if we go up a little bit and then roll over again. We could actually be rolling over here for a while into next year. Hopefully that's not the case and we just start to move up. Right now we are bouncing off the 100 moving average, which is currently at 84,191. We're getting past the 80 moving average at 90,458. We would ideally want to go up to this 50 moving average. It's currently at 102,319 and possibly even close above it so that we could get back into what I would say the bull market again. If not, I expect a rally towards the 50 moving average, and if we're still in the bear market, we're probably going to reject from there and have further downside. I feel like maybe we'll close above the 80 moving average this week if we're bullish, let's say. Maybe next week another candle slightly higher, and then eventually when this 50 moving average is at 100K or lower, that's probably where we would go to tap it and then probably reject if we're going to continue being bearish. But that's my speculation. Let's see what ends up happening. Now on the other time frames, the 6-day time frame, this closes today in about an hour and 10 minutes. We're getting above the 100 moving average as well. The stochastics are starting to point up. There's a lot of candle closes today. The 5-day closes in 4 days and 2 hours. We're still below the 100 moving average, but we're starting to point up. So all these are correlating with the weekly that we could get some type of spike up. Possibly December is going to be a bullish month here. The 4-day chart also in an hour and 10 minutes, it closes. We're above still the 200 moving average, which is very important. We do not want to go back down and test this. That's currently at 77,983. And if we lose this, we're definitely going to get further downside, but the stochastics are looking good. The 3-day chart, we had lost the 200 moving average. We wicked up. Yesterday, we were all the way down here. Like I said, like around 83,300, 500. And all of a sudden now we have a bullish hammer. This candle also closes in an hour and 10 minutes. Stochastics are pointing up. If we could close above the 200 moving average, this is showing like we're kind of bottoming here. And this would be very good for us to go up towards this 100 moving average. It's currently at 103,049. If this closes bearishly, or the next candle closes bearishly and we close underneath the 200 moving average, then expect us to go towards the 4-day 200 moving average. On the 2-day chart, stochastics appear to go up. We're halfway up so far. It was looking like we're rolling over, but we're getting again a bullish hammer here. The 21 moving average is far away, so when that happens, we either have to go towards price range or go sideways and wait for the 21 moving average to catch up to price. Right now that's at 99,232. This also closes today in an hour and 10 minutes, so this is pretty bullish. Let's see what ends up happening. On the daily chart, this is the one that's a little iffy to me because we got rejected off the 21 moving average. We're topping the stochastics. Maybe we roll back up, make another hump, kind of like what we did here, and maybe we could get past this 21 moving average finally. It's been a while since we've been above the 21 moving average. It's been all the way back in October since we've been able to do that. If we could close above the 21 moving average and the next candle for tomorrow is also green, maybe we're gonna go towards this 50 moving average at 100,986. You guys that know, I've been speculating that this could be an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder. Maybe we're making some type of a double head here, then we make the right shoulder. I was also talking that maybe this could be some type of a double bottom. Let's see what happens. This is a little iffy to me, the stochastic RSI. So let's see what happens in the upcoming days for this week. Now the other time frames, the 22-hour was on the way down. We're starting to go back up. We're above the 21 moving average. We need to break this 50 moving average here. The other time frames are looking good as well. The 12-hour is rolling back up. We got past the 21 moving average. The 10-hour is also on the way up. The 8-hour is also on the way up. So we still have a lot of room here that shows that we could make a good move back up, maybe towards 96, 97K, maybe even 100K, depending on how it is. The last time I had a target of 93K, 95, 97. We only got to 93K before we got rejected. Maybe this is the time that we're going to go up towards the 94, 95K region. On the 4-hour chart, we are starting to get toppy. We finally got back above the 21 moving average, and this looks like it wants to go towards this 200 moving average that's currently at 96,494. For me to consider even getting bullish, we would have to get above this 200 moving average. And once again, this has not happened, as you can see here, for a very long time. The last time we were above it, we got rejected, was in October. And the last time we were really above it was in the beginning October, before that crazy crash that happened. So it's important for us to get back above above this 200 moving average. With the stochastics being toppy, maybe we could make a run towards it and then we reject. As long as we can stay above this 21 moving average, we have a chance. We reject the 200, lose the 21 moving average, we're probably going to go lower. And the other time frames, the 3 hour, we're also getting toppy. We're getting close to this 200 moving average, but we got a wick here on the last candle that kind of rejected. This is at 93,325. This is kind of where the area where we got rejected last time. So let's see if we can blast through that 2 hour time frame. This is getting toppy. We're starting to roll over. We got above the 200 moving average here, we rolled over. We got above the 200 moving average here, we rolled over. Got a beautiful inverted head and shoulder, and now we're starting to flag out. 21 moving average is far. We would expect the 21 moving average to cross the 200 moving average upward, touch price range, and then we blast up and this flags out. This is ideally what we want to happen. We lose the 200 moving average and the 21 more downside stochastics are not on our side at the moment. 1 hour is also double topped here. We look like we're on the way down. What we need to do is see if we could flag out here. This is the best case scenario. Hopefully we can wait for that 21 moving average, like I said, to catch up to price range, and then we could possibly blast out of here. The measured move to this would take us to about 96,796. That looks like where the 200 moving average is on the 4 hour. So that flag, if it does play out, would break us above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour time frame. Let's see if that plays out and we don't get rejected. We haven't been able to stay above the 21 and the 200 for a long time. So once again, if we lose this 200 or this 21, expect further downside. If we can maintain up here while the 21 moving average catches up to price, maybe that flag is going to play out. On the 15-minute time frame, we were on the way up. It looks like we're rolling over. We started losing the 21 moving average here. Now we're currently above it. Let's see what ends up happening. If we roll over, we need to stay above this 200 moving average to survive. That's at 87,514. We lose this 200 moving average, expect more downside. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.